So you're thinking about LinkedIn ads. You've probably heard they can be a B2B goldmine, but you've also probably heard they can be an incredibly expensive way to get, well, not much. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise and figure out if they're a smart move for your business or a complete waste of time. Because that really is the question, isn't it? It's a tale of two outcomes. You get it right, and suddenly you're in front of the exact decision makers you've been trying to reach for years. But you get it wrong, and you're just pouring money into a black hole with nothing to show for it. So, how do you know which path you're on? Well, here's how we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna walk through a simple 5-step framework. We'll start by figuring out what the ideal business for LinkedIn ads looks like, and then, just as importantly, who it's not for. After that, we'll get into the actual strategies, the budget reality, and we'll finish up with a checklist that will give you a crystal clear answer. All right, let's dive right in. Think of this as the litmus test. To really crush it with LinkedIn ads, your business needs to have a very specific DNA. We're about to see if you've got the key traits that separate the huge success stories from, the cautionary tales. Okay, first things first, you pretty much have to be a B2B company. But not just that, you need to know exactly who you're talking to. The real magic of LinkedIn is how precise it is. If your target is heads of HR in UK law firms, it's perfect. But because these ads aren't cheap, your customer value has to be high enough to justify the cost. We're talking over £1,000 easily. And this part's critical. You need a real sales process on the back end. The ads will get you the lead, but they won't close the deal for you. The last two pieces of the puzzle are the budget and the fuel. You've got to have at least £2,000 a month to play with. And that's not to get a massive return. That's just to get enough data to see what's working. Anything less, and you're basically flying blind. And ideally, you're already creating good content. Remember, ads are an amplifier. They take what's already working organically and put it in front of way more of the right people. Okay, now let's flip the coin and talk about the warning signs. Honestly, knowing you're a bad fit is one of the most valuable things you can learn, because it'll save you a ton of time and money. These are the businesses that almost always get burned. So if you're selling things like candles or low-cost coaching directly to consumers, this just isn't your platform. A single click can cost you £5, £10 or more. The math just completely falls apart. It's also a bad fit for startups that don't have a sales process yet. If you don't have a CRM or a solid follow-up system, LinkedIn ads won't fix that. They'll just expose those cracks in your foundation, and it'll cost you a lot of money to learn that lesson. Vague targeting is another guaranteed way to waste your budget. If your audience is anyone who owns a business, you might as well just throw your money out the window. And finally, you have to be patient. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. If you're not willing to commit to testing and optimizing for at least 60 to 90 days, you're better off not even starting. So here's the bottom line, right? It all comes down to this clear distinction. Success here is about a strategic, well-funded B2B approach that targets a very specific niche and has a proven process to handle the results. It is the complete opposite of that scattergun, low-budget, I need leads tomorrow mentality that might work on other platforms. Right, so let's say you're ticking all the right boxes. You're a great fit. What now? What's the actual game plan? Let's get into 5 really powerful ways you can use LinkedIn ads to drive some serious growth. First up is all about building authority. It's a really simple concept. If your ideal customers don't know who you are, they can't buy from you. Ads are your shortcut to showing up consistently in their feeds, positioning you as the go-to expert in your space. And here's just how specific this gets. Imagine you run a consultancy. You can take your founder's best content and make sure that every single head of operations in the UK manufacturing sector sees it. That is how you build a powerful reputation at scale. Okay, next up, turning that authority into actual tangible leads. This is where you take a really valuable piece of content like a guide, a webinar, or a checklist, and you use ads to offer it to your ideal customer in exchange for their contact details. A perfect example of this is running an ad for a cybersecurity risk checklist that only targets IT managers in the financial services industry. It's a classic play because it works. You're giving them something valuable, and in return, you get a warm lead that your sales team can actually have a meaningful conversation with. All right, For our last set of use cases, let's get a little more tactical. These plays are less about finding brand new leads from scratch and more about helping you close the deals that are already in your pipeline. Just think about this for a second. Let's say you're in a competitive pitch for a huge contract. You can actually run ads targeted at the specific people on the decision-making committee so they see your brand's content while they're making their choice. Or you can reinforce your sales team's message by showing it to a prospect who's already deep in your funnel. And of course, the classic, retargeting people who visited your website with a powerful testimonial or a case study to nudge them over the finish line. And now for the big one, the question that stops so many strategies dead in their tracks: the money. How much does all this amazing, precise targeting actually cost? Let's be super clear about the numbers. There it is, £2,000 a month. Think of this as your entry ticket to the game. It's the realistic minimum you need to spend to get meaningful data back so you can actually optimize your campaigns. Anything less than that isn't a strategy, it's just guesswork. So what does your money actually buy you at different levels? Well, if you're under that £2,000 mark, you should really only focus on brand awareness and basic retargeting. Once you get into that $2,000 to $5,000 range, you can confidently start running those lead magnet campaigns. And if you've got £5,000 or more a month, that's when you can run a full funnel strategy with multiple campaigns all working together to support your sales team. Okay, time to bring this all home. We've covered the what, the who, the how, and the how much. Now with this final readiness checklist, we're going to figure out exactly where you stand. All right, grab a pen or just keep a running tally in your head. A simple yes or no for these first 5 questions. These cover your basic business model, your customer, the value, and your budget. And now for the back half, the final 5 questions. These are all about your internal process, your patience, and whether you actually have a clear strategy. Again, just yes or no. Okay, let's tally up those scores and see the verdict. If you got 8 or more yes answers, congratulations. You're ready. You've got the foundations in place to give LinkedIn ads a real shot at success. If you scored somewhere between 5 and 7, you've got potential, but there are some gaps you need to fill first. And if you scored below 5, the advice is simple and clear. Do not run ads yet. Go back and build your foundation first. And really, that's the ultimate question that all of this boils down to, isn't it? Based on your score, what is your next strategic move? Are you ready to start building a campaign? Or do you need to spend some time strengthening your foundation? Answering that question honestly is going to save you a whole lot of time and an awful lot of money.